But so you guys pretty much always produce your own albums, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of read that was because you didn't want to have to argue with a producer, right? So what happens when you argue with yourself?
Well, we kind of got the same ideas, so it's not too bad.
You don't have that problem?
Well, at least you know, you're paying you're paying the producers. Technically, you're paying some guy to argue with you. What's the point of that? You give him get 50 grand just to argue. You know, screw that. I'll keep the 50 grand and argue with him.
Exactly.
So then it's a pretty diplomatic process with you guys. I mean, do you all get into a room and just like make yourself right for 6 months, or?
Well, I thought you can't have
on
a diplomatic
tour.
ban. That's absolutely lie. Anyone that says that, you can't have 10 people making decisions. You know, everyone want to do something. You know, production. You know, Sam and I handle it. You know, mainly, and you know, like all the way to the end, from the beginning to the end, like the mixing and all that stuff. You know, obviously everyone got their input in different part, but you know, you need someone to wrap the whole album over. You know, the songwriting and everything.
Anything to add to that?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can't like. Obviously, people have got their ideas, but you kind of someone have to make a final decision. So, which is pretty much us. Like, 'cause otherwise, it's just nothing gets done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's me and him are sort of like, we made 4 albums together, and we don't argue that much at all anymore. We actually probably argued more on some of the other albums, just because we would like our ideas were a bit further apart. Now it's kind of come together, and it's like, yeah, it works well.
I know I've heard that there's a lot of drinking with you guys on tour. Is that the same? Hopefully, well, it could be good. When you're recording, is that the same too? Do you just drink all the time, or is it just a tour thing?
We never drink anything on the recording, actually. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
It's just clean.
Well, you kind of can't, you know. It's like if you're hungover, you can't work in a studio, and like if you're drunk, obviously you think everything sounds good, even when it's probably not. So like, yeah, it's really a waste of time. Like, I mean. Yeah, like when we're on tour, we'll get drunk every show day, and then obviously we try and take a day off so it's like maybe 1 or 2 days off a week. But like in the studio, you really have to like concentrate, and it's kind of good because it gives your body a chance to get back to normal after like destroying it on tour for 2 years.
If it sounds great sober, it sounds amazing when you're drunk.
Yeah,
it's a good criteria.
We might do a whole bunch of work. We get sort of say this far through the album recording, and then we'll say, okay, let's get drunk today, and then we'll put on, go, wow, that's really cool. And then wake up, listen to it in the morning, and go, oh no, I still need some work on it. Yeah.
So what about on tour? Like, how do you stay? I mean, you guys are such amazing players. How do you do that drunk? Seriously.
Why don't you explain to them
your
state of mind so people can understand?
All right, this is once and for all. This is how I'm going to explain this. Because there's a lot of different things. There's drunk and there's sober, and there's like a lot of different levels in the middle of that. You know what I mean? Like, so people say, oh, you guys are drunk. Well, you know, we're not. Like for myself, I'll drink say like maybe 8 beers before I go on stage. But like for me, that's not drunk. Like drunk is like, say, I'm not trying to be cool, but this is just like how much I drink. You know, some people can drink a bottle of whiskey. If I did that, I'd be dead. But like, you know, that's why I drink that, because I know that's like the right level. I can still play everything I need to play, like as well as I can, and it just makes the show more interesting. You know, I find I'm bored. Like it's like going to a party sober is boring. Yeah. I find doing a gig sober boring. So it's really just like getting the right balance of. You know, well, I mean, someone else, like, for example, he might drink 2 beers before the show. Like, just however, everyone's got their limit that they want. But we're not actually plastered off our face on stage. So everyone thinks we're really rubbish, but we're actually amazing, like we said before.
Exactly. So you have to maintain a proper level of drunkenness.
Yeah, exactly.
Professionals.
Professional level of drunkenness. How about that?
The professional rock and roll level or metal level of drunkenness.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in seeing some guy that can't play anything on stage. You know, I like to see people having fun, but you know, obviously they still want to hear the notes played properly. You know, so yeah.
Not falling on their face forward. So this tour goes on for a while, right? What does the future hold for DragonForce? Let's make it a more general question.
You already answered for us. We're gonna do another tour, and we're gonna do another tour.
And do another album and keep doing it until no one likes us anymore, or till we die.
Yeah. Well, maybe not that general. Like in the next year.
Yeah.
What, another tour? We're gonna go to Europe. We're gonna go to Japan. We're gonna keep on this headlining tour. We're gonna go to Nam and do a bit of bullshitting and you know.
So there.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I always think like people ask that, and I think like, Yeah, if I live in England, for example, and I read an interview and they say, "What are you doing next?" "Oh, we're going here, we're going there." I don't really care. I just want to know when they're coming back to my country. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you can try and say, "Yeah, cool, yeah, we're going here, and we're going there, and you're not, ha." But you know, like at the end of the day, we'll probably be back here at some point. So there you go.
No, I don't think we're coming back to LA for a while.
No.
He's like, no, that's bullshit.
You got to go to all this place like South America, you go to Russia, you got to go to blah blah blah. So if they're not here tonight or tomorrow night or another place, whatever, on this current US tour, they might not see us for ages. So
You're fucked then.
Yeah.
You should be here. If you're not here right now, sorry. It sucks to be here.
Because the doors aren't open yet.
They're gonna watch this after the fact and be like, "Fuck, I wasn't there, man. What the hell happened?"
yeah.
So well, cool. I guess I'll let you get back to your
Doing nothing.
drinking or potential drinking.
Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Anything else you want to say? It's the internet. I
gotta go downstairs, invite the guy next door in the car park who's selling it, or collecting money. As you know, what time you finish, come down and mosh it up. So he's an old guy. He's like 60. He's no DragonForce. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder that was
You
cool.
gotta get him down.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do it.
Bring his kids. I said. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
We'll go find that guy and we'll get back to you on that shit.
All right. See you. Bye.
All right.
Bye.